Well, folks, good evening. We have a treat for you. First time ever we're doing a Zoom. I've been on Zooms before, but I've never done a Zoom on an hour with Bob. So this is the very first time we're doing it, so excuse me if we screw it up, because we may. But anyway, I wanted to start with a beautiful woman, a talented woman. This young lady, her name is Aro Rose. She's from New Jersey. We'll find out what town or city she's from in New Jersey in a minute. Aro, how you doing?
Good. Hi. How are you, Bob?
Good. Now this is something new to you too, right? Doing the Zoom like this?
Yeah, it is pretty new to me. I've only done a few Zoom interviews,
Really?
but it's pretty cool.
It's different. I'll tell you, the world has changed to be able to do this. You're in where in New Jersey? What town?
I'm in Ocean City, New Jersey.
Ocean City.
It's very far down south.
Right.
It's past like Atlantic City.
That's where, was it May? Is there another town called May or something down there?
Cape May, yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You know, it's a small little island, but I love it. It's just really cute, and yeah, it's cool.
So, am I understanding this right, that you've been singing in the New York, too, right?
Yeah,
And
New York and New Jersey.
give us some idea where you've been playing out, where you've been singing.
So I recently, I did my first concert ever. I performed on 9/11 in Manhattan, actually, and it was really cool. I got to perform at like a little venue there, so that was really awesome. And then I did a second performance at a fashion designer's house in Hollywood. She was throwing a New Year's Eve party, so I got to perform, and it was really cool because a lot
In
of
Hollywood, California.
yeah.
Wow.
It was cool because a lot of other like really cool musicians were there. Like I got to meet a Pink Floyd band member, and a Guns N' Roses band member was there too. So it was just really cool just being in a space where all these like so many talented musicians are, and it was just like such an honor. So yeah, so I've just been doing like things like that, and then I'm gonna move out to LA and hopefully
Very soon. Very soon, too, huh? You're moving
Very
pretty soon.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I've honestly been putting it off for a little bit, contemplating it because I was a little nervous, honestly.
Well, who wouldn't be?
Yeah, but you know what? It's something I've always wanted to do, and I've always wanted to pursue this career. And I just feel like sometimes you just got to take a shot at your dreams and just give it a go.
Better to regret having done something than regret not doing it at all. Famous person said that one time, you know.
That is very true. I totally agree. I rather definitely regret something that I did rather than I didn't do. Because then I always feel like it's always like a what if type of thing. What if this happened? What if that happened? You never really know.
Exactly.
So,
and you're young enough to do it, you know. I mean, I wish I had done it when I was a kid. You know, my cousins did it. They both moved to California, became very successful in California, not in the entertainment business, but they became very successful in California.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, sometimes, you just got to go for it and chase your dreams. And a lot of people actually think I'm kind of crazy.
Well, that's okay.
Because,
You're not playing for them. You're doing it for yourself, right?
yeah, you're right. Sometimes you just can't really care about what other people think, especially if it's like your dream. Like you just have to sometimes just follow it and follow your heart, even though a lot of people might not support it. So,
Do you know that you don't know this? I'm going to tell you something about. I have your song from Hector. Gave me your
Damaged.
CD, yes, and I've been playing that. There's three songs on that CD, and get this one. It got stuck in my CD player, so no matter when I turn on my radio, it always plays Aro Rose's CD.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean,
That's
I
kind of
can't get
funny.
it out of my head. I mean, I can't get, especially that song "Damaged." I love that. That's a beautiful song.
Damaged, yeah. That that definitely is one of my favorite ones, I think, is Damaged. But
Now, how did that come about? That song. That song is. It seems very personal to me.
Yeah, I wrote it actually a long time ago. I think I want to say I wrote it back in like 2018. I wrote that when I was a teenager, so I think I was about 18 or 19 when I wrote it. And I just, I was going through a lot at the time, and I feel like I just wanted to kind of put how I was feeling into some kind of words and, maybe have people relate to it. Because I feel like everyone feels damaged at some point in their life,
Right.
or feels, that there's always going to be that part of them that is a little damaged. But I wanted to kind of it be more of a positive thing in a way. Like, even though you're damaged, you still have to carry on and try your best. Like, you still have to keep, going through life and just carrying on and trying. So that was like, I wanted it to be a positive message,
Right,
not
right.
necessarily like a bad message.
Well, the music is phenomenal in that CD, in
Thank
that song.
you.
It really is
Thank you.
beautiful. It's very well
Yeah,
done.
it's very, very cool. My producer actually did such an awesome guitar solo in it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then I got to see the video, the music
Hmm.
video, which
Yeah.
I'm gonna show on this show. We're gonna show you a music video.
Oh, thank you.
And
Yeah, the music video was cool. We shot that at a hotel actually in Ocean City.
oh
So
yeah,
yeah, it was. I picked the location because I wanted to kind of be a little bit more like old school type themed. Like the hotel is very like 1920s,
right,
1930s.
right.
It has that type of vibe to it. So I just really liked all the old architecture and stuff and like the furniture. So I just thought it could be cool in a music video. So.
Now, who do you aspire, or who do you get encouragement from, or who do you get inspiration from? What singers?
Um, I grew up really loving Adele. I always really loved Adele. So I guess
Who
maybe,
doesn't? Yeah.
yeah, I guess maybe the music I kind of tried to go in that direction because all of the songs I write are on the piano because I play the
I
piano,
was going
so
to
I
say
always
that. I was going to say that you play it well too.
thank you. Yeah, I make all the songs on the piano, so I guess I kind of go in like that type of direction musically with the production and everything. So I really love her. I get a lot of inspiration from her.
That's cool. Now, how difficult is it to play the piano and sing at the same time? I would think that would be very difficult. I always wanted to ask somebody that was a singer that plays the piano that very question.
You know what's so funny, actually? I do better. I mean, I believe this is what I believe. I believe I sing better playing the piano rather than just singing at a microphone.
Right.
Like, it's actually really funny. When we're in the studio and I have to record a song, I can't record it with the piano. I have to record it at the booth with the microphone. But it's very hard for me to do that. So my producer actually gives me like a little toy piano, like a little fake
No
piano.
way.
Yeah. So when we're recording, I'm playing the little toy piano as I'm singing into the mic to just help me. It's like the weirdest thing. I don't know why I'm like that, but that's just kind of how I'm wired. Like if I'm not playing the piano, I like kind of struggle to sing a little bit. Like it's
Right.
really funny, but yeah, that's how it is.
So how many other songs you have? I got 3 on the CD.
I have all my songs out are now are Falling Apart.
Right.
That's a really cool one because there's a rapper on it. So I
Right.
sing the chorus and half of it and he raps half of it. So that's a cool one. And then I have a song called Tarrant, and I wrote that about the Alice in Wonderland movie because I'm a really big fan of the Alice in Wonderland movies. So I based that song on those movies. And then I have a song called Trapped in My Head that just came out a few days ago.
Oh.
So yeah, I have about 4 songs right now.
So we're going to have you on another time to talk about that song and show the music video if you ever do one for that song.
Yeah, I do have a music video, well, a lyric video for Tarrant, which is pretty cool. It was really fun because we dressed up as the characters from the movie, and we like recreated the tea party scene.
Oh, the
in
Alice in Wonderland Tea Party scene?
Yeah, it was really cool. We like recreated that, and we really went all out. We like really set the table up.
Right.
We had like teapots. We bought like all this like cool china for it and stuff, and we had like real cakes and everything, and
Yep.
it was really cool. So a lot of those photos and like a little couple of clips are in that video on my YouTube channel.
Oh, cool. And what is your YouTube channel? Aro Rose, or what is it?
Aro Rose. Yeah.
Arorose, right? That's it.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah.
that's a stage name, or is it a stage name?
Yeah, it's a stage name. Well, kind of, in a way. It is my name technically. ARO, Arrow are my initials. So, and Rose is my middle name.
Right.
So my real name, I wasn't really that excited about it. So I wasn't really that thrilled about it. And I don't know, I thought, Arrow is kind of cool. It's easy to remember. It's three letters.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
you
so when I
shortened
tell
it up.
people,
Instead of Arrow, ARROW, it's ARO.
yeah, Aro Rose. Yeah, I just took my middle name and put it at the end. So I thought it flowed a little bit better than just Arrow.
Yeah.
I thought just there was like a little flow to it that was a little bit better. So that's how the name came about.
Wow. Who do they say you look like? Everybody looks like somebody. Who do they say you look like?
Who do I look like? I don't really know, honestly. I mean, I've gotten Madonna a few times, but I think it's just because I wear hats.
Right.
I'm not sure, because I know Madonna, I think she used to like be big on hats.
Right.
But I've gotten that a couple of times, but I don't really know, honestly. I don't think I've really been told who I look like.
Well, we're gonna have to figure that out. So
I know. I wonder, do I have like a celebrity look-alike? I wonder if I do. I'm not
Christina
sure.
Aguilera.
Oh yeah.
I think I sent
Maybe.
some of that. I think a young Christine Aguilera.
Maybe because of the blonde hair, yeah.
No, that too. I try to discredit or discount that because of the blonde hair, but no.
Yeah.
I still see it.
Yeah, well, Madonna too. They're like, oh, the blonde hair, the blonde hair and the hats. It's like, kind of similar.
Right.
But
But I don't think they had as long a hair as you do.
yeah, I guess not. Maybe not.
That's you. So that's your own thing. So you're leaving in 2 weeks. You and Dad are moving out there.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna give it a go. I've been wanting to do this career like really since I was like out of the womb, honestly. Like I've always really just loved acting and music. So
Yep.
yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't know if it's. I mean, I hope it works out, but I at least have to try because I won't. know if
Absolutely. I'm 100% in favor of that. At least try. If you try and it doesn't work, you have no regrets. If you don't try, you're always wondering if it could have worked. Woulda, coulda.
Yeah, I mean, I really honestly have really nothing else planned. I've always just, this has been it. I honestly wasn't a good student. Like, I did not do well in school.
Yep.
So I was never an academic type of person. I was always more into film and cinema and music and playing the piano. So that was kind of my thing. So I never really had a plan B.
Right. How did you end up playing the piano? How old were you when you started playing the piano?
Oh, I was very young. I think I was I started playing maybe around like 6 or 7 years old.
Right.
My dad started getting me lessons around that time, but I didn't really like the lessons. I didn't really listen, so I ended up kind of quitting that. And from there on, I kind of just taught myself everything that I do. So I can't read music.
So you're self-taught and you play by sound, right?
Yeah, I play by ear because it just it helps me better, I guess, when I feel like I have to look at a book. To me, it's like very mechanical and like, I don't know. I just rather just kind of play what just comes to my mind or just figure it out more freely. But it's helped me, so.
Well, that's cool. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I gotta go. I got the town administrator of Bristol here, and I was gonna have him come on with you. So I don't know if we can pull that off, but if not, well, let's hang on anyway. And if I lose you, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play your song "Damaged."
Oh, okay.
All right?
Thank you.
As a segue to his piece. That's what I'll do, I think. And we'll get back to you when you get settled in California. How's that?
Sounds good to me, Bob.
All right.
Thank you.
Great meeting you.
It was great meeting you too. I really thank you for having me on.
Thank you for stopping by. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm tired of feeling tired, but these days are feeling so long. You try to hide lies, but your eyes can't disguise. I'm born to be alone. I'm better on my own. Nothing good ever lasts, so I have to leave you in the past. 'Cause I know I'm damaged, but I will manage to keep carrying on. And I know I'm hurting, but I'm working to keep pushing on. I know I'm damaged, I know I'm damaged, I know I'm damaged, I know I'm damaged. I try to push you away because I'm afraid you won't stay. I feel so ashamed, like everybody's out here playing games. I tried to save you the best I could. I loved you more than anyone would. I can't make you love me, I can only hope and dream. I know I am not okay and I will never be. 'Cause I know I'm damaged, but I will manage to keep carrying on. And I know I'm hurting, but I'm working to keep pushing on. I know I'm damaged, I know I'm damaged, I am damaged. Hold me and don't let me go. I have many feelings I'm afraid to show. Every day I wake up with a broken heart. I can't keep myself from falling apart. Falling apart, falling apart.
Hey, we're back on An Hour with Bob. What an interesting young lady that Aro Rose is. I didn't know how long that segment was going to go, and she was in New Jersey, and I know we're having a little technical difficulty with the color of the picture. It looked like the old-fashioned 1950s black and white, but the song's great. You're going to hear the song later. It's called Damaged, and it's not only hear the song, you're going to see it's a music video. She's very talented girl, and I think she's going to do well in California. I think you're going to see her on the national stage somewhere. I really believe that. Well, with me today is he's got to be the best-looking town administrator in the state of Rhode Island. I mean, and a sharp guy, nice guy. He's the town administrator of Bristol, Rhode Island, where I went to college, by the way. And his name is Stephen Contente. Is that Contente? Is that how you pronounce it?
Contente. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right. How you doing, Steve?
Good, Bob.
Nice to have you back.
It's nice to be here in person.
Yeah, huh?
Nice to be in color.
Did you have? Yeah, exactly. How did you handle the pandemic?
We responded, and We adapted in all of our departments. We worked right through it. Some of us got sick, some of us didn't. And,
You mean some of us, that means you got sick, right? You got it, right?
Couple of times.
Couple of times?
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah, no, everything's good. But no, we pulled it together, and I have to give credit to our department heads and all of our employees, even right down to the library employees. We staged a emergency operations center. We had to staff that. You know, this was like March of 20.
Right.
So we knew bad things were coming, and you know, we prepared. We brought our recreation department's summer camp cook in. We were putting meals together, hundreds a day that we were getting out to the
Really?
to the elderly. We set up the state's only municipal-run test center. So we work with the National Guard at the town beach. It's the only municipally run at that
Really?
time. So,
Yeah?
yeah, our fire chief, Mike DeMello, excellent chief, and kind of spearheaded that along with the police department. And yeah, so we responded, I think, as best that we could. We knew the town residents, some of us depended on us, and I think we made sure we were available. We ran our test clinics, not test clinics, vaccination clinics right out of our community center at Colt State Park there.
Right.
And then we entered into a partnership with regional cities and towns in East Providence. But you know, we're still working on it. We're working with one of our senior centers now and doing additional booster clinics in our senior center and one of our senior housing facilities. So we're still working on the pandemic.
Now,
but we're totally opened up.
They're offering the next shot now, right?
Yeah.
Booster number 2
Yeah.
to the elderly.
Yeah. We encourage everybody to get their vaccines and their boosters, and yeah, it's easy to do now. And you call your pharmacy and get it also. So.
Right. Now, did you have any problem, any pushback from the police or the fire?
No. We have a volunteer fire department, which we're fortunate to have.
There's can only be a few cities and towns in Rhode Island that have volunteer fire departments.
Yeah, we're fortunate. We're very active too.
Does Warren still have one?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, their fire is volunteer, and you know, there's a lot of camaraderie. So in Bristol, we have 4 stations,
Right.
And they're like geographically located, separate from each other, and that's how we get the interest. And yeah, they're there when we need them. They show up, and the rescue has
I
been
was
a
just
little.
going to say that the rescue's different, right?
Yeah, well, the rescue, they get paid, but they don't get paid much. They get like a stipend per call.
Right,
They get a little bit of money per call. And we have a paid paramedic on-call crew that's on duty in Bristol that the town pays for. So there's always paramedics on duty, but the transports are done by the volunteer rescue members.
Right. Now, how does that work with my alma mater?
Roger
You get a
Williams?
lot of calls at Roger Williams?
We get some, like emergency calls we'll get, but they depend also on a private ambulance contract. So we don't get the number of calls we used to years ago.
Right. So they handle it in-house more
They
or
try
less.
to, yeah. Yeah, they're good. The university's fairly.
Now, how long have you been down there in Bristol?
I've been the administrator. I'm in my 3rd elected term, so it's an elected position.
Right.
So I'm in my 3rd term, and
So you, 5 years now?
5 years, yeah. So this
But how long have
November-
you lived in Bristol?
I got to tell you my age.
Oh, you don't have to, but all your life?
I lived in Fall River for 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah.
Oh, you went to the hospital there, right?
Yeah, and then I came to Bristol. Yeah, and I never. I say it jokingly. I never made it far, but I had no reason to. You know.
Right. It's
I
a great town.
Yeah, my family's from town, and you know, I'm going to keep going. You know, I have a lot of. I say I have a lot of roads to pave yet, so
Really?
that's why I enjoy this job, making improvements and maintenance and keeping our department strong. And I'm available to the residents that I enjoy. So.
How's that baseball player or son you got? How's he doing?
Oh, he's doing good. He started up again. Yeah.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's into basketball now too.
Oh,
But I know
really?
So we were in the All Stars up here in.
Slater Park.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah. We started the regular season. He started King Philip Little League in April, and then between the Sandlot League in the summer, All Stars, fall ball. I don't think he finished till October, but he started up again. Yeah, he loves it.
April
Yeah.
to October.
Yeah, you came. You were at the game up
Yeah,
there in
yeah.
what do they call that part of Pawtucket?
Slater Park.
Darlington. Right?
Darlington.
Yeah.
Darlington.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of fun though. But yeah, thanks for asking.
Yeah. So what's going on in Bristol this fall, or this spring, I should say fall, this spring?
We're doing well. We got some major projects. For a town our size, we call them major, but we're very proud of our improvements to the waterfront. We're surrounded by water on 3 sides, so water is very important to us. And we're building a marina expansion. This was talked about a breakwater since, God, I think 1980. They started the first study, and we finally pulled it together. And we're planning on opening for Memorial Day this year. So you're
Now,
gonna come down.
when you say the marina area, you're talking where Blunt was, or no? That's
No.
Warren. That's Warren.
Yeah.
Where they take the ferry out to.
Yeah, the high-speed ferry. The good news is, the ferry's going to come in again this year, which is great.
Really?
So it's the Providence, Newport, and Bristol ferry. It's
Wow.
run through the Department of Transportation. It's the high-speed ferry. So if somebody wanted to visit Bristol, I encourage them to do that, and they can take the ferry from Providence or Newport, make a day of Bristol and walking. Everything is a lot within walking distance.
Sure. A lot of nice restaurants right along the. What is that? Thames Street.
Thames Street, yeah. We have nice restaurants, and there's some museums within walking distance, and get some ice cream and
Oh wait,
spend the
what's
day.
the big museum down there? What's the?
There's a Bristol Art Museum is in the area. There's Linden Place.
What's the one near the college? Pretty close to the
Oh,
college.
Blythewald.
Yes.
Yeah, Blythewald. Yeah, is another one. But yeah, Explore Bristol is a website you could go on. It's called Explore Bristol, and it gives you there's a map.
Explore or Explorer?
Explore Bristol. Yeah,
Explore Bristol.
EXPLORE Bristol. Yeah, and if you go, or there's a link on it on the town's website, bristolri.gov.
Right.
And then when you get to town, you can there's a little map on there, and show you some different points of interest. Yeah, but our restaurants, they're recovering. They're doing well, and
Yeah.
yeah, downtown is
Did
picking
you
up.
lose any? Did you lose? You must have lost a couple. right?
Restaurants, no, there are a few stores that closed, changes. It's kind of sad.
It is sad,
Further
very
up, like in the Wood Street area, some of the old established, like there was a deli there, Goliath's Market.
Now,
they
Wood
closed.
Street is where the parade goes, right?
Well, a block away. Yeah, that's High Street. Wood Street is it's become a real beacon of industry and tourism. Wood Street was where Kaiser Aluminum was years ago.
Okay.
Where 500 Wood Street was the Bristol Industrial Park. The building now in the complex is called Unity Park. It was developed, and they're doing a tremendous job. And in fact, I was just on a Rhode Island Commerce meeting. Governor McKee was able to help us secure a grant for a manufacturer. It's called Flux. They make outboard electric motors for boats. First, I think it might be the first in the world.
Really?
And they're going to make a decision whether to locate here in Rhode Island
Right.
or Connecticut.
So did you use your charm to get them?
Well, I got to admit, I did make some calls, and Governor McKee, I did send him a letter.
Who?
And
Governor who?
Dan McKee, yeah. Yeah, he was very helpful, and they committed to locating to Bristol, and why they like Bristol, from what I was told, and we met with the owners, we have always been a hub of industry, and people don't realize that because it's changed a little bit, but we're trying to hang on to our industrial corridor, which is now Tupelo Street where the old golf course was. We have some still boat manufacturers there. We
Right.
have carbon
I
fiber.
I met
Yeah,
one.
you know that they were, I'm getting off topic here, but they are the chief marshals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Joe and Rosa DuPont.
And the kids, the two sons, or what?
No, well, no, I'm sure it's a family affair, but the actual chief marshals of the parade are Joe and Rosa DuPont from North Coast Boats.
North Coast
Yeah, I know
Boats.
you've been there.
Yeah. Beautiful.
But yeah,
boats
we're
they
real
make.
proud. Couldn't select any better people. They're
Well, you
hardworking.
could have picked me.
Oh, yeah, you could. I don't have anything to do with the selection, but no, I'm really happy for them because they came here and they worked hard and they've raised their family.
What
built such
a true success story that is.
Really,
My
yeah,
God.
Yeah, that's what America is, right, Bob?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you think about it, and talking to him, the guy can't get help, and he's paying $20 an hour,
Yeah.
$20+ an hour, and he
it's a
can't keep help or get help.
It's a big problem. Yeah.
It's crazy, the country, the way it's gone as far as people not wanting to work.
Yeah, yeah. But as far as Bristol is, we're changing with the times, but industry was very, important to our development, and it still is. And
Especially
that's what
ship
keeps-
boat building for
Yeah.
decades. It's
So this company Flux, that's going to make these outboard electric motors, they want to partner with some of our local manufacturers because they like to keep a tight circle
Yeah.
of, suppliers and pilot boats and so forth. So it's going to be great for Rhode Island and Bristol.
Well, that'd be cool, yeah. So pretty soon we'll be selling electric boats down there, right?
Yeah, and that breakwater I was telling you about, we're going to have room for transient boats, visiting boats, which right now we turn many of them away during the summer. So if anyone is watching the show that has a boat, there's a mobile app. It's called Docwa. Boaters would know what it is, so
Right.
you can check to see if there are any.
Docwa.
Docwa, yeah. So our harbor master manages that.
Right.
And so if you're looking for a place to stop, check, and hopefully we'll have a space for you.
Now, where is that? Now, direct me to that.
That's,
When you
so
say the harbor, I think where the
yeah,
boat.
you know what a lot of people know? They know where Quito's is. Right?
Yeah, there you
So,
go.
right,
there
if
you
you're
go.
going to Quito's,
There
it's
you
on your
go.
right-hand side when you're coming into Bristol from north.
Right.
You bear right, past the beach house, the big school is on the left,
Yep.
Terrace School, you bear right, you go past Quito's. It's after the little fire station, near Aiden's. People know Aiden's too, the restaurant. So it's across the street from Aiden's. Yeah, that's where it's 650 feet long, and it's a wave attenuator. So it actually works as a breakwater, but you can walk on it, and it floats.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
Really?
really
Yeah.
state of the art.
So-
It was made in Sweden, and we had to
when
ship
was
it
this?
here.
When was this put in?
This spring, yeah, we're working on
Oh,
it.
so
They're
I haven't
currently
seen
working.
that then.
No, in fact, it's in progress. The other interesting thing is we put in fuel pumps for marine fuel pumps. That was in the works for quite a while. We got that accomplished. So if there's only a few places in Narragansett Bay where you can get fuel for your boat, and Bristol
Right.
has municipal fuel pumps now.
Municipal fuel
Yeah, on the working dock.
So-
I always
so
say
it's
the
not gonna
working.
be as expensive as the private place.
Probably not, no.
No,
We have
yeah.
a fixed income, so this is to offset property taxes, really.
Right.
It's a revenue generator for all of us that don't own boats, it's really good. So it's gonna pay for itself, and then we're anticipating we're gonna make money off of it. And
Well, we
it's-
got the
it's
better thing. It's better to have a friend that owns a boat than
Oh,
than
yeah.
own a boat, right?
Yeah, I had a boat, and, it's, my brother has a boat, so I take my kids on my brother's boat. With him as the captain.
Yeah, exactly. You go to it. You go
Yeah.
do your thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't get involved in too many things, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, because boats are a lot of work and a lot of money.
Yeah, but I've always said, if you can have a boat and you live in Rhode Island, take advantage of it, because it's such a big part
Yeah.
of
Oh, it's
how we
beautiful,
live.
too. I
Yeah,
mean-
there's some people that never been on the bay, so I encourage the high-speed ferry. It gives you a bit different perspective on what your city or town looks like from the water. A lot of people don't go out in the water, it's sad.
Oh, I'll bet you 90% of the state's population have never been to Prudence Island.
No. You know what's funny? You say that a couple of years ago, again, I don't have a boat, so we took the kids, me and Kristen, my wife, we took the kids to Prudence Island on the ferry, paid the ferry.
Right.
And it was a nice boat ride, it was a nice day. But once we got to the island, we waited for the next ferry, which was like 15 minutes later, and we took the ride back. But it was just the boat ride. It was nice,
Oh, no, it's nice
So-
to walk around Prudence Island.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
a ton of deer over there, I'll
Yeah.
tell you. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And then they got the military part of it, of Prudence Island,
Yeah,
right?
where the T-dock was, yeah.
Yeah. And then you got that other island out there. What's that? What's the name of that other island? That little island?
Oh, Hog Island.
Hog Island.
Yeah, those are actually part of Portsmouth.
Portsmouth,
Yeah,
I know that.
So Portsmouth, but we try to accommodate the Prudence Island people the best that we can, because their connection is really the Prudence Island dock in Bristol, where the marina is.
Right,
So
yeah.
we have two ferries. We have the Prudence Island ferry,
Right.
which is daily, and in the summer, we've been fortunate enough, last few years, we've had the high-speed ferry.
High-speed ferry.
So we're bringing the Port of Bristol back. I'm proud of it.
Oh, under your watch, right?
Yeah, we're growing, but I think we're doing the best that we can not to grow too fast and lose who we are.
Right.
And I said before, I always chime in that the State Street dock is our working dock, and I will always defend that position, that State Street dock was a working dock, and I'd hate to see it become a park. And I love parks,
Right.
but that.
Oh, you got a great
gotta
park
put-
there.
Rockwell is right next to it,
Yep.
yep, and we've been putting some investments into that. But we're trying to preserve our industry and our working waterfront, the few larger fishing boats that we have. We're trying to keeping that heritage, and that it's important, bringing food from the shore in. So we're trying to keep that going.
And you talk about parks, you got the Coast State Park.
Yeah, Colt Park is beautiful.
That's a great park. That's a beautiful park.
Yeah, beautiful, yeah. Yeah, our town beach is adjacent to it. And,
Yes.
Yeah. In the town beach, we're getting ready, we're planning for our summer programs. We have about 400 of our children in Bristol that attend the summer program there.
What is
they
that
get bussed in, or you can drop your kids off.
Right. And was it during the day thing?
Yeah, it's a day camp. Yeah, but there's swimming, there's arts and crafts, there's sports games, and we have counselors that oversee the little groups of 12, and yeah, it's great. About 400 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're proud
Now,
of that.
what does that cost them?
It's like 200 or 2 and change for the summer. For
the whole summer?
Yeah, and it's
It costs them not a week
every
for
kid.
one kid.
Yeah, I know.
For daycare.
Yeah, it is nice, and every kid can go if they want. So if there are some financial issues, they just meet with the rec director, and there's a fund that we have that will help.
Really?
If there's hardships, but they would have to show that there's some hardship in paying. Yeah, there's some people that remain anonymous in town that have donated some funds
Sure.
to help with that, which is nice.
Hey, who's living in Anthony Quinn's house these days?
That's a good question. Yeah, I think his wife is still there. Yeah,
Is she still
Mrs.
around?
Quinn, as far as I know, yeah.
I interviewed him years ago.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
And he asked my
Listen,
son,
great.
Zachary, when he was small.
Yeah.
He goes, "You know who I am, right?" He goes, "Yeah, John Travolta."
Yeah. I still like, I put it on the other day. What was the movie with the Guns of Navarone? He was in that, remember?
Yeah.
Zorba the Greek.
Zorba,
yeah,
yeah.
Those are some great movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, was he Greek or was he Italian? What was he?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I met him when I was
With
a
an Irish name,
I was a
Quinn.
policeman. I don't know if you know. I was a policeman
Yeah, I
in Bristol,
do
so
know
I
that.
ran into him a few times, and
But you
in good
arrest him?
terms. No, it was all. We've crossed paths. So I talked to him, at a couple of events.
Right.
But I didn't really know him. Yeah. Yeah.
He was like taken back by it when my son, he said to me, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am, kid?" And he goes, "Yeah, John Travolta."
Yeah. How old is he now? Your grandson?
It's my son.
Oh, your son?
Zachary, yeah, he's 27.
Oh, 27 now. Yeah.
Yeah. Time flies.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember seeing him on the show. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did a lot of shows. He did a lot of shows,
Yeah.
his own shows.
So you're gonna make the parade this year?
Oh, yeah, I love
Yeah.
that parade. That's the
Good.
best parade in the world.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're on full parade. And the concert series are on also. at
Now, the
Independence
concert series
Park.
starts, what, a week before?
It's usually 2 weeks before, mid-June.
Really?
Yeah, mid-June. Yeah. So at least like 2 weeks of concerts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on the water. Beautiful.
Now, you got any headliners? You got any big names?
Not too big. We don't want them too big anyway
Right, yeah.
because,
Yeah, you wanna
I was
keep-
working one night when we had the John Cafferty and Aviva Brown Band.
Right.
And there was a thing, this is like 10 years ago at least, maybe longer. And there was an ad in the Journal Bulletin, free concert in Bristol, and people came from everywhere, and it was like overwhelming, yeah.
Really?
There were no any major problems, but it was like we didn't expect such a big crowd.
Right, right.
So we do they do like cover bands, but large cover bands,
Right.
like,
Well-known cover.
yeah, like Changes in Latitude is a big cover band. Yeah, so it's
So
fun.
it's good music. It's good music. It's great. It's free, and they walk around. You got all the vendors there.
Yeah. The vendors will be back. Yeah, we're back into the way we were in 2019. Yeah, doing good.
Yeah. That is important. That's great. That really is great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're doing well. We're spending the stimulus funds, the American Relief Plan. We're doing a lot of needed drainage work. We got $6.4 million
Right.
from the federal government, and right away, we knew what projects we needed to get done. We're trying to get into our neighborhoods and those
So
projects.
they don't have sewers, you mean?
No, they have sewer. We have, severe rain flooding issues
Oh, okay.
in some neighborhoods.
Right.
And
So
there's
you gotta
one
get
project.
the water out of there.
Yeah, there's one project, it's called Tanyard Brook. Anyone in Bristol would know what it is. It's an underground pipe, and it goes from the middle of downtown right to where the Lobster Pot restaurant is in that
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
And it's just rainwater, and it's like a 4x6 precast underground pipe that goes through the neighborhoods to get the water out in downtown Bristol.
Right.
Yeah, it's so real expensive project, and we've done 2 sections. This is the final and last session we're gonna do this summer. So it was put out to bid. CB Utilities got the bid, and they're gonna be starting this summer to finish that once and for all. So we're really we're hyped up that we're getting a lot of things done in town. Yeah, so drainage, and we just finished our budget, and
How'd you make out? You raised the
well,
taxes?
a little bit, yeah.
How much?
Yeah, so it's about a little over 3%. But it's
Well, you
depending.
get something for your money.
Yeah,
there.
you know, so we're still a low tax rate. We're at $13.12 per thousand, $13.12.
Really? I pay,
Yeah.
I don't even want to tell you what I pay in Pawtucket.
Yeah, I know, some of them, there are some communities that are almost double that, yeah.
I
No, we're
got
doing-
hit bad when they
Yeah.
when they lowered the tax rate.
Yeah.
But they
well, we're do-
reevaluated the
See,
property.
we're doing that right now. We just went through a statistical reval.
Yep.
So most of the properties went up. So,
Yeah.
but people need to remember the tax rate went down over $1. I think $1.08 it went down, the tax
Yeah,
rate.
but if your property was worth 200,000, now it's worth 300,000.
Well, you know, the properties that went up are many of
The older ones.
Yeah, the updated historic
Updated,
homes.
older ones,
So
yeah.
if you have a historic home in the downtown area
Right.
that still has aluminum siding on it from the 50s.
Why would it have aluminum siding if it's historical?
Well, it was before the HDC, Historic District Commission, that started in the early 70s.
Right.
So if some of those homes down there still have like not vinyl, I keep saying
Aluminum.
vinyl. Aluminum was big in the 50s, right?
I know. I just bought a house with aluminum siding on it.
It looks good if you paint it, you know.
Really?
Yeah. You can
I'm
paint
thinking of ripping it all off.
Oh, yeah, well, that's even better. I like wood.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Actually, you know what, I don't mind the stucco houses, when people put that stucco on them, but I know it's
No,
not that great.
It doesn't work here.
Yeah, I
It
know, it's
doesn't
not
work
that
here. The
great.
moisture gets behind it.
I know, yeah. But I like the looks of it, but, yeah, I like clapboard. That's what I have. I won't
Yeah.
do vinyl on
What
my
is
house.
this stuff? I can never remember the name of it. I
All the
put,
vinyl people are gonna be mad at me now.
yeah. I put vinyl on my house where I grew up, and it's shiplap.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to do shiplap siding on this house, wood, real wood.
yeah.
And you know what I want to do with it? I want to build a little trough and to dip each piece of siding in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
With stain.
Yeah.
And pull it out, because the difference between stain and paint, stain is absorbed into the wood. Paint lays on top of the wood.
Yeah.
So you can have 10 layers of, well, you won't have layers.
Yeah.
You can have 10 coats of stain, and it's not going to ever peel. You can have 2 layers of paint, and it could peel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I have paint. In fact, I gotta do another side. I still paint my own house, but
Well, it's a low house. It's not like
it's
mine.
just
Not like my apartment house.
No, I got peaks.
You got peaks?
Yeah.
How big?
Have you
How
ever
high?
seen-
20 feet?
I need at least a 28-foot ladder. Let's put it that way.
I got a 44 and I can't reach it.
Is that right?
Yeah. We painted the house, right? And I got this peak.
Yeah.
That isn't done on the front and the
Yeah.
back.
I don't know about you. I like to do stuff myself just because, I don't know, I'm kind of particular.
I'm the same way. I am the same way. But now you almost have to do it by yourself because
I'm-
nobody wants to
I'm
work.
kind of cheap, too.
Really? Well, I was going to say you're Portuguese.
That's why the tax rate's low. Yeah.
That's how you kept the tax rate.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, the tax rate's low because we do keep a small operation. Like, our departments aren't very large. Our police department's 40 sworn members, volunteer fire department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah,
That's huge.
I have one person in my staff, really, it's me and the administrative assistant. Yeah, so we run lean, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm proud of Bristol. Bristol's in a good place.
It's a beautiful town. It
Yeah.
really is a beautiful town.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I told you I went to school there for 2 years.
I'm focusing right now on preservation of open space.
Oh, yeah?
I'm proud since I've been there.
Well, you
we've
must
secured
have the
2
most
farms.
open space of almost any small town.
No, I don't think so. I don't know, you got like Tiverton. But Bristol has a couple of large parcels, but
Yeah.
they're privately owned. Brown University's parcel, I'm afraid someday that might, I don't know what's going
Where
to
is
happen
that? Where is that?
there. Off Tower Street. Remember where the Brown used to have the Indian Museum there?
Oh, yeah.
That's really
The
big.
teepees there.
No,
Is that the one you're
yeah,
talking
actually,
about?
it could be connected, actually, to the teepees.
I'm
There's
talking
a little
about,
trail.
it was down the side street.
Tower Street,
off
across
of-
from King Philip Motors, remember the little?
Yes, yes,
Up that hill, yeah.
yes, yes.
That's beautiful in there. That's where King Philip's chair is, which is really sad because what?
Well, King Philip was an Indian, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the chief of the Wampanoag Indians. But I went there as a kid a couple of times, and the only good thing about it is it's kind of secluded, so it's being protected right now because no one knows it's in there.
Right.
Unless you really know where it is.
Right.
But someday it really should be made available for the public to see. It's a really, I think it's like a spiritual site, it really is. And the other site is where King Philip was actually captured. There's a state monument in the woods. And I didn't see that until maybe 20 years ago. And when you walk around, you think it's 400 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, there's like, you can't hear a sound. You're in a valley, it's like a swamp. There's the monument there, and you can almost kind of picture the chase.
Now, how
with
close is that to the other place you talked about?
It's a pretty long walk, but
Really?
yeah, it's within the same geographical area, yeah.
If
So
I was
it's
going down Metacom Avenue, heading towards Roger Williams, would it be on the left or the right?
on the left.
Exactly.
So to find where the swamp is, where he was actually captured, you go onto Tower Street, and before you veer left, you go into the woods to the right, and you gotta kind of search around. And there's private property up on the hill, you gotta be careful, but
Yeah. Why, somebody going to shoot you?
I don't know, I hope not. I don't think I'm supposed to be advertising
Yeah,
the site,
you
but
don't
I gotta
get-
say, it's
you
a
have
point of
people all-
interest. There's a lot of history there, yeah.
There's a lot of history in Bristol.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot of old houses in Bristol, especially on
Thames
Hope
Street,
Street.
Hope
Thames
Street.
Street, Hope
Yeah,
Street.
yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
And there's, I had a few of the restaurants over the years, I've had them on the show. Joe's, is it Joe's? Joseph's or Joe's?
Joe's?
It's right on Hope Street. And then I had a restaurant that's on the side street there, going down to the water, going between Thames and between Hope and Thames, and on the right. Popular restaurant, I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah.
He was on my show years ago. Great for a memory, right? Let's have a good memory. Yeah. I'll come up with it after.
Yeah.
When
So
the show's
you went to
over.
Roger Williams in the, when you got a degree from there.
I got my
Yeah.
bachelor's degree from there.
Wow. So that was,
I started at the school while they were building it.
wow, yeah.
I started in Providence. We used to call it Yumka U because the administrative offices were in the YMCA. So we called it Yumka YMCA U, Yumka
YMCA in
University.
Providence.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Whereas now it's the Amos House, whatever it is over there.
Yeah.
Travelers or something now. Right on the corner of Broad Street and right at the highway, right? You can see it from the highway.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, we started there, and then we went down to Bristol when they finally finished it. We were the second graduating class from that school.
Wow.
Do you remember the Nike site? I love talking about the Nike site.
Yeah, you know what's cool? I do too, because you can go online, and if you kind of Google that,
Yeah.
there are old pictures from it.
Really?
And why
I've been
didn't-
inside there, you know.
Oh, down where
Yeah.
the missile silos were.
In the silo.
Yeah. You know what's funny? So on Mount Hope, where I was talking about the Brown property,
Yeah.
that's where the radar was. There was a big radar dome up there.
Right.
So there was actually two sites. The radar acquisition site was up on the hill.
Right.
And the launching site was where the university is, North Campus.
Right.
The only reason I know that my father was assigned there for a while.
So the Russians, they still have that spot marked
Yeah.
as being a new Nike site. So if anything happened, well, Nike's coming right to Bristol, buddy.
Yeah, no, we'll take care of our night. We might have a problem, but we try to keep our town as safe as we can.
So you knew about the site then?
Yeah, but there's a website on there that's pretty cool, and people post their pictures of when they were signed in Bristol, Rhode Island. And yeah, so there was evidently that site protected. There was like a ring. There was like one there. There's one in Rehoboth. There was
Right.
one up where I think where the state police
It's this
barracks is, not the barracks, the training academy. I think that was a Nike site.
Really?
But it was like a circle around Providence, and then there was a larger circle that went around Boston. Yeah, yeah. I vaguely remember that. I think they.
Now, there's the athletic building is there, or in front of it, right? And then it's a parking lot.
Yeah.
Right, where
yeah.
the site was?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it
Yeah,
went
the
down
site's all
5
gone.
stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to train there in the fire department. We used to have our live burns there on the property.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really changed.
Yeah. So are you a volunteer fireman?
Yeah, well, technically I still am, but I'm not active.
No?
No. Yeah, I'm a life member. Yeah. Yeah,
how long-
I joined in high school.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'm proud of it too. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I
it was
would've-
fun.
I would've
was a
done
driver.
that.
I was a driver. of the
Yeah.
fire engine. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
I would have done that if I was as a kid.
Yeah, yeah. I
Why-
encourage it. It's important. People need to. They need to get involved, and I encourage anything to get people out and getting their hands
Get
into
them
things.
active in the
Yeah.
city or the
That's what
town.
I was telling you earlier. Like I'm about open space. It's my big push right now. And we want to preserve open space.
Now, when you
get
say
people out.
preserve, would you have to buy it? Are you
Well,
talking
there's
about
different
buying it?
ways. There's different ways to do it. You can outright buy it through like a recreation help. We get help from Rhode Island
feds.
DM. Yeah, the feds through land conservation
Right.
grants. Some of them are just conservation purchases.
wills it to you?
We would buy the development rights, the town. Those are mainly for farms. So recently we did 3. We did one near Roger Williams. There's some horse fields there that we preserved the development rights.
So they can't ever build on it, is
You
what you're
can't
saying?
build. They have to, because it's like prime fertile land.
Right. So can they farm it?
Oh, yeah, that's where we want it to be, continue to be farmed. There's the White's Farm, which is on Hope Street near North Farm. It's a little farm in there that we've preserved. This is since I've been here. There's the Old Orchard Farm, which is 23 acres. They had that slated for housing development, so we were able to preserve that one
So
also.
that didn't happen, no housing development?
No, and I'm all for housing, but when you have good prime farmland, you don't want to lose it, because then it's lost forever.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I just, it's.
Then the animals have no place to
Yeah,
go.
I use the word habitat. You can't lose
Right.
all the habitat. We have,
Right.
it's funny, we see deer all the time now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I never saw deer in Bristol. Now there's deer everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good and bad. You
Deer-
don't want to get a tick. You don't want to get a deer tick.
No, I've had that too.
I've had that myself. That's not fun. That's not fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I walked in my house one day and I said to one of my tenants, I said, can you do me a favor? I have something on my back. I lifted up my shirt and she started screaming.
Yeah.
I said, ain't that bad, is it? She goes, you
Yeah.
got a big thing on your back.
Oh, geez. Yeah, the deer ticks, they're
The ticks, the bad ones are the real small
yeah,
ones.
yeah, yeah. I saw your picture of that beagle. I have a beagle.
Yep.
And I have a lab too, so I have to be real careful with that.
How long have you had a beagle?
2 years, yeah.
They'll chase
Actually, it'll be
everything.
2 years in July, because we got it on it just happened this way. It was my daughter's 10th birthday. And a friend of mine said, I'm looking for a beagle. And then a day later, says, hey, I'm on my way. I got your dog. I said, what? Yeah, he got it from a hunter. She was
Really?
Yeah, she was little. And but what a beautiful dog. Yeah.
Oh, they're great
So
dogs.
my daughter had no idea. And next thing I said, all right, I'm coming home right now. So I got home at the same time as the hunter showed up in front of my house
Yep.
with the little dog, and my daughter had no idea it was her birthday. She had friends over, my parents were over, my mother-in-law was
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and it was nice. Yeah, she was.
They're great. They're great. I taught
Yeah.
my dog in 3 days how to go out and fetch the newspaper.
Yeah.
Back when we had newspapers, 3 days I taught him how to go out and fetch the newspaper and bring it in. Ironically, I got that dog from Bristol, from a breeder in Bristol.
Not Al Crabtree.
I don't remember.
Remember where he lived? Because when I was a kid, I got one from a breeder in Bristol.
Well, I saw him born, and I had first pick, and he looked totally different from the other. Most of them are black and white. This one, mine had a lot of brown in them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, I want him, and I had to wait like 6 weeks to go get him.
Yeah.
And I had him, I don't know, maybe another month or two, and I'm down in Newport one day with Zachary and his friend, and we're at the Wave statue. And I'm sitting on the bench by there playing around on the statue, and I got the leash in my hand. It's one of those leashes where you can extend it, right?
Yeah.
Here comes around the corner, here comes this big St. Bernard. Now, St. Bernards are not vicious dogs.
No.
But for some reason, this dog come charging after my dog.
Oh, no.
And I saw it coming for a distance away, and the woman was a big woman, too.
Yeah.
She's trying to hold onto the dog, pulled her down, face down on the ground, and he was pulling her, got to my dog, grabbed him in its mouth, was going to kill him.
Jesus.
Started shaking. I kicked the dog in the face, in the throat and the face, and he released my dog, and I pulled my dog back, got him away from him. Some guy jumped right on top of the dog until the woman come over. She was all bloody. My dog ended up in the hospital. Had a whole bunch of stitches.
Oh, poor thing. Yeah, and beagles are friendly dogs too. They're not looking. They just want to
But
smell.
they'll kill any animal around, I'll tell you that. Oh my God, when I lived in East Greenwich, he would bring, and he'd always bring them to me, like, he's a hunter, they're a hunter.
Yeah, if you let a beagle go, they'll leave for a day or two, and hopefully they find their way back.
Well, you know what I ended up doing in East Greenwich, and I swear by it, invisible fence. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I did not believe it. The guy, he says, I'll guarantee that dog will never violate that fence. He'll never get around. The invisible fence is a wire in the ground. 1,100 feet of wire they had to put around my house, right? And I'll be damned. He never violated it. Even when squirrels were on the other side, he would never do it.
They're safer. Yeah.
But no squirrel or chipmunk or even birds he would catch. It's amazing.
Really?
He'd come in with a bird. How don't you get a bird?
Yeah, that's what they're bred to do.
But
they're bred to be family pets in the house, and yet a low-cost hunter for the family.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, the worst was when I had to put him down.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I had him 13 years.
Yeah. I had to do the same with the dog.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's terrible.
Is that awful?
Yeah.
I'd rather lose a family member than lose a dog. And then lose my beagle. Hey, look, you know what I wanted to mention before I do forget? I got a thing in the mail the other day offering me, I have a Lowe's and a credit card, Home Depot credit card, but I only use them to buy stuff when it's on sale and you get 5% off, right?
Yeah.
And my credit card's all connected to my bank account. In fact, I ran into a guy in Market Basket the other day, and he's paying with a debit card. Debit cards are a very unsafe thing to use.
Yeah. He's putting his PIN in?
Puts his PIN in, somebody sees that PIN and somehow gets that card, he's got a problem.
Yeah.
Whereas a debit card, if you lose, a credit card, if you lose money or somebody somehow gets your credit, like I had somebody grab my card, broke into my car and stole my credit cards, racked up in one day $2,900 worth of bills.
Jeez.
And it didn't cost me a nickel. If it was my debit card, I got nothing back. You own everything. Yeah. So I'm trying to explain to the guy that with the credit card, you attach the credit card to your bank account just like your debit card is attached to your bank account, but you get that protection and I get 2% cash back. But I'm trying to make mention, this is for somebody, my credit rating's over 800, and they still want to charge me 26.99% for a credit card at one of the building supply places.
You sure the decimal's in the right place? You should move it over one.
No, yeah. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
And you see, college kids will get credit cards. They give them credit cards. Why are you going to give a college kid that has no income most of the time a credit card? And they stick the parents with them, because they co-sign for them.
Yeah,
it's just a bad thing. Credit cards should only be used if you can pay them back and pay them off right away. Should never carry a balance on a credit card. A $100 item, if you don't pay it off in a year, costs you $130.
Yep.
Right? The same item.
Good advice. Good advice from Uncle Bob.
From Uncle Bob. Well, folks, tell you, if you got credit cards, get rid of them. Pay them off. Do not keep a balance on a credit card. It'll kill you. They'll rob you. Yeah. All right, I guess we're going. Nice to have you come by.
Thanks for calling me.
Nice to see you.
It's always nice seeing you,
It's always
Bob.
a pleasure.
We'll see you at the parade, right?
Yeah, maybe I'll come down and see you. I might come down and hang out with you one day.
Memorial Day, we'll have the marina open up, so
really?
Come down, yeah.
All right.
Maybe you do a live broadcast.
Live broadcast. Memorial. I got to get some workers. I got to get some helpers. I need some helpers. Folks, thank you for spending an hour with Bob. And if you want to help on the show, contact me at ventbob@gmail.com. VENTBOB@gmail.com. Become part of the crew. See ya.